just want to really talk about direct deposit. So I'm going to ask you two different things. I want
Okay.
to know what the benefits for employers are and then employees. But if you can speak to employers first, like why direct deposit benefits, and then we can get into that trickle down to the employees, how that benefits them as well.
So on an employer level, direct deposits are pretty much the safest way to get somebody their payroll. When you're running into live checks, you're risking either someone losing their check, someone's check getting stolen. If it's going out in regular mail, you never know when it's going to get there. You can't control that timing of when mail will get to that person. And then it also kind of affects your cash flow too, because when someone cashes a check, it normally takes about anywhere between 1 to 3 days for it to really clear your account. So let's say you had a check date for today and you paid, this employee as a live check, and they get the check tomorrow and they go and they deposit it or they cash it, it still hasn't cleared your account until probably Thursday. So now you've kind of had to keep that $500 or so just there and hope that another check doesn't cash or hope that another payment doesn't go through. With a direct deposit, it goes out instantly and it automatically reconciles for you on your accounting and your booking side. So it's a much easier way to do it. Now, not all employees have direct deposits. So that's something that you run into. You have a lot of people that either don't trust bank accounts or don't have one, or, they don't like to get deposits. They rather get a check so they can handle their money, or they have multiple different accounts. There is a way to pay somebody in multiple different accounts. You can pay, you can split that check up between 10 different accounts if you need to. They also have options for pay cards. A lot of bank accounts and banks offer pay cards where it's kind of like a prepaid card that you would get from a store, but it's assigned to you and you have access to pull funds from certain accounts and certain banks without getting fees or anything like that. So if you are working and paying employees on live checks and you don't have employees that have direct deposits, pay cards would be definitely a good option for you.
On the employee side, what are the biggest benefits that they tend to experience by getting paid through direct deposit?
Well, credit unions, you actually get your payroll the day before, which is a good plus. Depending on when your employer deposits your funds. So like if they process payroll on a Tuesday and your check date's Friday and they've uploaded it to the bank, you could see your funds as early as Thursday. So that's a plus. Doing direct deposits, a lot of accounts and banks now charge you to have an account with them unless you have a deposit of some sort. So that would help you waive that fee as well. If you're not a student, there's other ways that you can waive the fee, but deposit is definitely one of them. As long as you get one per month, then they tend to waive that fee for you. It also provides the funds on a quicker time for you. It's easier to kind of move the funds around. You don't have to worry about things processing on your account. You're able to see your money right away on check date. You don't have to either wait to go pick it up, or if you wanted to take another shift for the day, or if you're out of town, you don't have to worry about kind of moving that money and trying to make sure that you get your check on time. A lot of employers don't release checks early. So sometimes you're either having to wait for your money, or you have to, see if you can sign out your check earlier, see about getting in advance. So some companies don't offer certain things to be able to get your funds early if you don't have a direct deposit. Me personally, I have direct deposit, and it's just easier for me to kind of split my money and to my checking for what I need, and then I get to save the rest, and I kind of don't touch that. So it's nice to just have my money already split up, and then when it comes time to that check date, I can just pay what I need to, and the rest of it's where it should go, and I don't have to go to multiple different banks, or I don't have to separate things out. I personally don't like waiting at banks either. The wait line is crazy, so it saves you time on top of that.
And all the benefits that an employee gets from direct deposit is actually a benefit for the employer as well, because that trust and credibility and just making their life easier makes the culture of the company better as well.
Yeah, and I don't want anybody stealing my check, or, you can do mobile deposit now. So sometimes you mobile deposit and you forget you did it. So maybe you try to go and do it again, or someone tries to take your check and cash it again. And, a lot of people still check. So if you're not shredding stuff, or if you're not writing void on the check, then it's really easy for someone to pick up that same check that you cashed and also go to a check cashing place, or go, somewhere, go to a gas station or something and cash that check. And then now the employer is out both of those funds. And then now this becomes an issue for you because you didn't know someone stole the check. And, there's really no way to really fix that. I mean, you can do a lot of legal things, but that takes time, it takes more heartache. And I'd rather spend my time on the beach than worry about fixing a lost or stolen check.